If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Cleveland Browns find themselves in a precarious position as the 2025 NFL season approaches, with expectations tempered by a disappointing 3-win campaign last year. Despite efforts to improve through off-season acquisitions and roster tweaks, skepticism remains widespread, especially among analysts and commentators like Fox Sports host Nick Wright. Wright has been particularly blunt in his assessment, placing the Browns among the league's bottom-tier teams heading into training camp. His rankings group Cleveland with the Tennessee Titans, New York Giants, and New Orleans Saints, franchises also facing uncertainty and rebuilding phases. Wright's candid commentary reflects a broader narrative that the Browns must shake off, as they are not yet viewed as serious contenders. This public perception is fueled by the team's recent struggles, and until Cleveland consistently wins and demonstrates improvement on the field, doubts and low expectations will persist. The Browns, therefore, face not just opponents, but the challenge of overcoming widespread doubt and disrespect. Nick Wright's criticism, while harsh, touches on a deeper truth about the Browns' reputation in the NFL landscape. Even with this added talent acquired in the offseason, the team's past failures weigh heavily on their projected success. Many fans and insiders argue that last season's poor record was more a product of misfortune and inconsistent execution rather than a lack of talent. However, NFL success is ultimately determined on the gridiron, not in preseason hype or optimistic projections. The Browns' performance in the coming months must prove that their roster improvements are legitimate and that the team can overcome past setbacks. While Wright offers a sliver of hope by suggesting the Giants might surprise, his overall verdict on Cleveland is a tough pill to swallow. This type of external skepticism could, however, serve as a catalyst for the Browns to channel the criticism into motivation. One area where the Browns appear poised to regain stability is their defense, which should benefit from continuity under coordinator Jim Schwartz in his third year. Schwartz has built a reputation for crafting stout defensive units capable of disrupting opposing offenses, and the Browns' defense is expected to return to its dominant form. This consistency on the defensive side could be the foundation for the team's resurgence, providing much-needed stops and turnovers to support the offense. Defense often sets the tone in football, and if the Browns can recreate their previous defensive intensity, they could alleviate pressure on their offense. However, the defensive potential alone won't be enough if other aspects of the team falter. The Browns need to combine solid defense with a more productive offense to be competitive in a challenging AFC landscape. Offensively, Cleveland is banking on the return of head coach Kevin Stefanski to restore the unit's effectiveness. Stefanski's offensive schemes, which emphasize balance and smart play calling, brought success in previous seasons before last year's regression. With Stefanski back in full control, there's optimism that the Browns can recapture the efficient, methodical approach that previously propelled them to victories. However, offense is inherently tied to personnel, and the biggest question mark remains the quarterback position. The Browns' QB situation has generated uncertainty, making it difficult to predict consistent offensive success. Without a clear answer under center, Stefanski's system might struggle to reach its full potential. Thus, much of the Browns' offensive fortunes hinge on how well their quarterback can perform under pressure and lead the team effectively. The quarterback controversy is arguably the Browns' biggest obstacle in their quest to break out of the bottom tier. In the NFL, the quarterback is the most critical player on the field, and a shaky situation there undermines even the best coaching and talent around it. Whether Cleveland decides to stick with a returning starter, rotate options, or look toward a rookie, the lack of stability could hamper the offense's rhythm and confidence. Opposing defenses will exploit any weaknesses in this area, further complicating the Browns' path forward. This uncertainty may explain some of the pessimism from analysts like Nick Wright, who see the quarterback position as a limiting factor for Cleveland's upside. Yet it also offers the Browns a unique opportunity. If the quarterback emerges and thrives, it could redefine the team's trajectory and silence critics. Despite the negative projections and internal challenges, Browns possess a roster with more talent than their 2024 record suggested. This underlying potential is why some fans and insiders believe last year was an anomaly, a fluke, rather than a true reflection of the team's capabilities. The key for Cleveland is to convert this talent into tangible results. Wins on Sundays. Football is an unforgiving sport where talent alone doesn't guarantee success. Execution, health, coaching, and mental toughness all play vital roles. The Browns' ability to harness their talent, stay disciplined, and execute in critical moments will determine if they can exceed expectations. Those who follow the team closely remain hopeful, but the proof must come on the field where games are won and lost. The Browns' offseason moves indicate a commitment to addressing weaknesses and improving the roster, but skeptics see those moves as insufficient to vault Cleveland into the NFL's upper echelons. Nick Wright's ranking reflects a broader sentiment that the team remains a work in progress, not yet ready to compete with powerhouse franchises. This perception places added pressure on the players and coaching staff to deliver quickly and decisively. The NFL is a results-driven league, and fans expect progress, especially after investing hope and resources into rebuilding. If the Browns fail to show measurable improvement early in the season, the criticism and negative narratives will only intensify. This reality makes training camp and the early games a proving ground for the Browns' ambitions and potential. However, criticism from voices like Wright's can be a double-edged sword, serving as motivation for players who thrive on proving doubters wrong. Teams with chips on their shoulders often elevate their performances, using outside negativity as fuel for competitive fire. The Browns have the opportunity to embrace this underdog role, rallying around the challenge of overcoming low expectations. This mentality has propelled many teams to unexpected success in the past and could be the spark Cleveland needs. The coaching staff's ability to instill confidence and resilience will be crucial in transforming doubt into determination. If the Browns harness this energy, they could surprise the league despite the grim predictions from analysts. Another factor that could influence the Browns' season is the development of their young players and how new additions fit into the team's culture and system. Successful integration of fresh talent often leads to a boost in overall performance, especially if rookies and newcomers quickly adapt to the NFL's pace and demands. This season represents a critical juncture for Cleveland's future, where growth and learning must translate into consistency and competitiveness. The team's leadership, including veterans and coaches, will be instrumental in guiding these younger players and ensuring that the team moves forward together. If the Browns can blend experience with youth effectively, they might defy early projections and build momentum for sustained success. Ultimately, the Browns face a season filled with challenges, skepticism, and high stakes. Nick Wright's unflattering prediction underscores the uphill battle Cleveland faces to restore respect and credibility in the NFL. Yet within those challenges lies an opportunity for the Browns to rewrite their narrative through hard work, strategic coaching, and inspired play. The road ahead will test their resolve, talent, and unity as a team. If they can overcome their quarterback doubts, capitalize on defensive strengths, and execute Stefanski's offense, the Browns have a shot at surprising the doubters and climbing out of the league's basement. Whether they seize this opportunity remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The Browns' 2025 season will be one to watch closely for fans and analysts alike. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. There's a massive buzz in the NFL world, especially among Browns fans and analysts alike, swirling around an absolutely monstrous potential move. Word on the street is that the Cleveland Browns might be about to drop a jaw-dropping offer, something that could change the landscape of the league. A staggering $400 million contract proposal aimed squarely at none other than star wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Imagine that! An eye-watering sum thrown onto the table in hopes of luring the young superstar to the shores of Cleveland. The rumor mills have been working overtime, and insiders suggest that the Browns are willing to break the bank to secure Jefferson's talents. This would not only redefine their offense, but also send a strong message across the NFL. The Browns are serious contenders now, ready to invest heavily in elite talent. Could this be the blockbuster deal that reshapes the Browns' future and makes headlines worldwide? The buzz is undeniable, and fans can hardly contain their excitement. Justin Jefferson has been turning heads with his electrifying plays and undeniable skill on the field, making him one of the most coveted wide receivers in the NFL right now. The thought of him donning the Browns jersey is already sparking endless debates and discussions in sports circles. If Cleveland actually makes this move and puts such a colossal offer on the table, it would mark a significant shift in their strategy and ambitions. It's rumored that the team's management sees Jefferson not just as a player, but as the cornerstone for a revamped offense that could finally push them deep into the playoffs, perhaps even beyond. The Browns have struggled to find a consistent game changer at the wide receiver position for years, and landing Jefferson could be the ultimate solution to that problem. Yeah, the question remains: will Justin Jefferson and his camp be tempted enough by this jaw-dropping offer to make the move? The sheer scale of the $400 million offer is what's truly shaking things up in the rumor mill. In a market where big contracts are common but still carefully measured, Cleveland seems ready to break all conventions. This is not just about signing a player, it's a statement of intent. They are ready to go all in, betting big on Jefferson to become the face of the franchise. Such a move could create ripple effects throughout the league, prompting rival teams to rethink their own roster strategies and salary caps. Naturally, this type of contract carries immense risk, but with Jefferson's proven ability to perform under pressure and deliver spectacular results, it's a gamble many believe is worth taking. There's also talk about how this deal could shift the balance of power within the AFC, making the Browns a formidable threat to established powerhouses. Could this be the dawn of a new Browns era? Speculation is rife about how this deal could affect the dynamics within the Browns locker room and offensive playbook. Bringing in a talent like Justin Jefferson would demand adjustments from quarterback Baker Mayfield or whoever is under center, as well as from the coaching staff. The rumor is that the team is ready for such changes, and there's an air of optimism that this kind of acquisition could spark a winning culture that's been elusive for Cleveland in recent years. Fans are already imagining highlight reels and game-winning catches that could define the Browns season. On the flip side, there's also the consideration of team chemistry and salary cap management, which are critical for maintaining balance across the squad. Will the Browns be able to juggle these challenges if they go through with this blockbuster move? Beyond the financials and on-field impact, this rumored offer is generating buzz about the broader implications for the NFL's market dynamics. If Cleveland's rumored $400 million offer comes to fruition, it might set a new benchmark for wide receiver contracts, forcing other franchises to reconsider their valuation of top-tier talent. The ripple effect could extend beyond this season, influencing rookie contracts, negotiations, and free agency movements. There's a growing narrative that the NFL is entering a new era of player empowerment and financial muscle flexing, and the Browns might be at the forefront of this revolution. Speculation also points to how this deal could affect Jefferson's legacy, positioning him as one of the highest paid and most influential players in the league. It's a fascinating time to watch, and this rumor only fuels the excitement. As this colossal offer from the Browns heats up the rumor mill, there's chatter about how Justin Jefferson's current team might respond. The Minnesota Vikings, known for their loyalty and strategic roster moves, might face a tough decision if Cleveland's offer gains traction. Sources hint that the Vikings front office could either match the offer or seek a trade to capitalize on Jefferson's high market value. This scenario adds an extra layer of drama to the unfolding story. The potential bidding war or strategic negotiations between teams could lead to one of the most high-profile transactions in recent NFL history. Fans and analysts alike are speculating about the timing and tactics that both sides might employ to either retain or acquire Jefferson. The stakes couldn't be higher, making this rumor a thrilling narrative to follow. The possible arrival of Justin Jefferson in Cleveland could also have cultural and fan base implications that go beyond the gridiron. Jefferson's dynamic style and charismatic presence have won him a massive following, and bringing him to the Browns could ignite a new wave of enthusiasm among supporters. Rumors suggest the team is already planning marketing campaigns and community engagement efforts centered around this potential signing, aiming to boost ticket sales, merchandise, and overall team visibility. This would not only energize the existing fan base, but also attract national attention and casual fans who crave star power. The Browns have been searching for a player to reignite passion around the team, and Jefferson could be that spark. The anticipation and speculation alone are already creating a buzz that transcends typical off-season chatter. Strategically, the rumored $400 million contract offers signals that the Browns might be gearing up for a complete offensive overhaul. Analysts are speculating that if Jefferson joins the squad, the coaching staff will have to design plays that maximize his exceptional route running and catching ability. This might mean shifting away from previous offensive schemes to adopt a more aggressive, fast-paced attack that leverages Jefferson's strengths. The rumor is that this approach could transform the Browns into a high-scoring juggernaut capable of taking on any defense. Additionally, there's talk about how this signing could attract other high-caliber free agents eager to join a rising powerhouse. The Browns' ambition to build a championship-caliber team appears more evident than ever with this rumored move, making the NFL offseason even more exciting for observers and fans alike. From a broader perspective, this rumor of Cleveland's monumental offer to Justin Jefferson also shines a light on the evolving financial landscape of professional sports in Brazil and beyond. The conversion of such a sum into local currency captures attention worldwide, highlighting how sports franchises are becoming global financial players willing to invest massive resources. It's a testament to the growing commercialization and globalization of football, both American football and soccer, and how market forces are expanding in scale and scope. The Browns, by possibly offering $400 million, position themselves not just as a football team, but as a major global sports brand. This raises questions about future investments, sponsorships, and partnerships tied to such high-profile signings. The ripple effects of this rumored deal could be felt far beyond the NFL, making it a landmark moment in sports economics. Finally, the rumor itself is a masterclass in building anticipation and hype for the upcoming NFL season. Whether or not Cleveland's $400 million offer to Justin Jefferson materializes, the very idea has already captivated fans, media, and insiders, fueling endless conversations and debates. It's the kind of storyline that keeps everyone hooked, eager to see what unfolds next. The Browns have effectively inserted themselves into the biggest free agent saga, and the potential for a seismic shift in the league's balance of power is palpable. As negotiations supposedly continue behind closed doors, all eyes will remain glued to the unfolding drama, wondering if this colossal offer will be accepted, countered, or dismissed. In the end, the rumor itself has already succeeded in creating a captivating narrative for the Browns and the NFL as a whole. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!